Aaron, thank you. This morning in Buffalo, the Common Council Civil Service Committee is meeting to talk about a number of things involving your tax dollars.
From plans to protect you in a weather emergency to making sure money is being spent properly, these are all topics that directly impact you. So we want to take the time to explore the issues for you. First on the agenda is an investigation into how a city worker made more than $500,000 for 8 years while on paid leave, while also collecting a paycheck from another job. The second point is a request from council members to provide a winter weather plan after last year's blizzard. Our 7 News reporter Kristen Miranda is taking a deeper look into these issues with voices from all sides. And 7 News political analyst Bob McCarthy chats with me about what's next for the Common Council after these issues and November's election. But first, here's Kristen.
Good morning. I'm taking the time for you to explore two big topics that will be discussed at a Buffalo Common Council committee meeting in a couple of hours. One, where the Brown administration stands with a comprehensive snow plan. The other, a push for an audit for all city employees on paid administrative leave. There's a lot of opinions here, so let's get to it. Some council members sent this letter to the mayor's administration asking to see the city's comprehensive emergency winter weather plan now. The city will release its annual snow plan on November 1st, which is required by city charter. But University District Councilmember Rashid Wyatt and others say that's not soon enough. They want you, the public, to see that plan each year 7 months earlier on April 1st.
I think we've been very patient. We've worked with the administration on everything that they've requested as far as equipment. And so now we need to know the plan. It makes sense. The residents deserve to know where we are with this.
But city spokesperson Mike DeGeorge called that request to change the release date a, quote, snow job, and said this idea is nothing more than a publicity stunt and has absolutely no benefit for the public. A few weeks ago, we asked the mayor if it's in good faith to share the snow plan earlier than the due date.
The snow plan is due on November 1st, and right now we are on schedule to release the snow plan at least by November 1st.
Also happening today, a discussion about Fillmore District Council member Mitch Nowakowski's resolution. It's asking that the city controller's office conduct an audit on all city employees on paid administrative leave.
It's the duty of elected officials to do their job and to make sure that they fight for the taxpayers and the workers in the city of Buffalo.
This request comes after Nowakowski learned a city employee was placed on paid leave and received nearly $600,000 for 7.5 years, all while collecting another paycheck from another job. Nowakowski is also requesting that Controller Barbara Miller-Williams attend this morning's meeting, but listen to what she told me when I asked her if she plans on attending.
I don't even know why he's asking that, and I don't even know why you're asking me that, because tradition and history, that doesn't occur.
So while Nowakowski is pushing for an audit, the controller tells me the office has launched an investigation into what happened, saying an audit takes far too long. I will be at City Hall today to share with you what happens. In the studio this morning, Kristen Moran, 7 News.
When you hear about all of these different items within the Buffalo Common Council that are still out there and still yet to be discussed or voted on or have a hearing, what does it say to you? It sounds like there's a lot that's hanging out there and a lot yet to fall.
That's a good way to put it, Ed, because I think that the council and maybe all of City Hall right now is in a time of uncertainty, that things are kind of at a standstill waiting to see what's going to happen. You've got talk about the mayor moving on. You've got several new council members coming in who will put a whole different complexion on the council. And then, you know, something that you have to consider also is the council presidency. With Darius Pridgeon moving on, most people are looking at Councilman Chris Scanlon or Mitch Nowakowski to possibly fill that void. And why is that so important? Because if the mayor does move, the council president becomes the new mayor. And that would give that new council president turned mayor a tremendous leg up on any effort to become the next elected mayor.
So at this point, is it almost like they're a lame duck council?
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Because some of them are, literally. And so you're waiting to see what the new council members are going to say and what kind of influence they're going to have. And remember, they represent various political factions, not only their own districts, but different political forces. And when that all comes together in the new council, it's going to be very important because we just don't know where the mayor is headed, especially with talk about him eyeing the presidency of Buff State.
And that was something that Bob McCarthy broke himself for us last week on 7 News. We also had this great conversation with so many different voices weighing in during Good Morning Buffalo, asking should city leaders release the snow plan sooner. Here's what you had to say.
There is zero benefit to releasing it any sooner than November.
On the other hand, Kelly says maybe not April, but definitely before November.
James echoing that, saying it's only fair to the residents who are paying taxes here.
And then Melly weighing in. Melly, living in South Buffalo, says release the snow plan. You can join the conversation coming up on Second Cup at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live, and you can read all of our reporting on these two main issues that, again, directly impact you ahead of today's Common Council Civil Service Committee meeting on WKBW.com. Kristen's going to be there. She's going to be following what comes out of today's meeting all day for us.